Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. I hope you're all doing well. I know I am. Some of us were cool, calm, collected and relaxed going into this fixture, and so we should have been. Why? Because that's what I knew Leeds United at home, under this manager, with the personnel that he picks, could put out. And that's what they did. That's what they did. Leeds United cooked on gas. We cooked on gas tonight. I'm going to talk about some individuals just quickly, straight off the bat. Perry came in, was quality. Didn't really put a foot wrong. Commanded his box, won everything. He's a man mountain, and his kicking was really impressive. Going direct, straight up to Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin won everything. Kilman and to Debo, didn't know what day it was. Happy days. That's what we need to see from him. Because listen, we know he's not a massive goal scorer. We know he's missed the most big chances in our side. But if he's doing that, I'm okay with that, as long as the others around him are chipping in. And when I talk about chipping in, of course, I need to talk about Okafor. 45 minutes, solid performance. Just come back from a little knock. The manager, fair play to him, said, you know what? I'm going to need to use you, even just for 45. And that 45, he was great. We need him to stay fit for a longer period. And if we do, then we're going to be fine, because he's got that je ne sais quoi. He's got that X factor. Yeah? He's got that X factor that we need. On the other side, arguably, if it went for Rodon's stellar performance, man of the match, Brendan Aaronson. Last time he scored in the Premier League was August 2022. He should have scored against Burnley. Tonight he did. Tonight he did. And it wasn't just the goal scored. It was his overall performance. He won his duels. He won the ball, high turnovers. What about the run? He kept turning, jinking. You know, I said to you the other day, the type of player that we need is that guy with low center of gravity that can pick it up, can turn, can run at defenders. He did that tonight. He showed up. And hopefully that should silence. This should silence the doubters. Big up to my man, Halftime Hooks. If you're watching, this is what we need. Leeds are doing me proud. That's what he said. That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Big up to you, Halftime Hooks. Love you, man. Yeah, Leeds United are cooking. If we can continue to trend as we are, we're going to stay in the division. That's 3 wins now out of 9. It's a good return. I believe that's a third. I don't know. Maths ain't my strong point. But that means we need 7. 7 wins now. And I would argue we should have 3 more for a win against Brentford. We should have a point against Fulham. That's just 2. You could argue the Tottenham game, etc. We have been competitive in every single game bar 1. And that, for me, was against Arsenal, who, for me, right now, and I said this on shows this week, are the best team in the world. Right now, on form, that is them. Right? It's the only team we've been embarrassed against. But that's okay. Medford Messi, Matt. Medford Messi. Maybe finally we're starting to see the Medford fucking Messi. Maybe finally we're going to see that guy cook. Now I need to work myself back. The midfield 3, Stack didn't make it tonight. I'm glad. No disrespect to Stack. I do rate him, but his last 2 performances were poor, and I can't forgive him for that ambling run he was doing against Burnley. This is called the pressing and guessing. You know what I mean? What are we doing? We don't do that. We don't do that at Leeds United. And Tanaka, for me, was everywhere. Ampadu pulling the strings. But for me, my man, again, Sean Longstaff. People bemoaned that signing, £12 million. West Ham signed Matthias Fernandes, 21-year-old, of course. A lot of time left in his career. They signed him for 30 million plus. I wouldn't have minded him. 12 million we paid for Sean Longstaff. Get in. What a signing. Jayden Bogle, yeah, quality. Remember, Sheffield United fans told us that he could not play in the Premier League. Carries on, putting performances like that. Injuries at right back. My man's getting in the World Cup squad. Arise, Sir Jayden Bogle. Yeah. The centre-back partnership. Jacobiol came in, did his bit. Was not bothered. There was one moment where it went in behind him that sometimes Strout can get caught when it rolls, and he got back round and he won the ball. He smashed into people when he needed to. But it wasn't about Biol. It was a great debut performance in the Premier League, especially after what I saw against Sheff Wednesday was a car crash, him and Bornau. But Rodon, oh my God. And again, this is where props needs to go to the manager that manages our football club. He said in a press conference not too long ago that one of his most enjoyable things He's seeing Rodon now heading the ball in the back of the net. This is a guy we all know, we've all watched Leeds for the last 2 seasons under Farke, who could not head a goal, a ball on target for love nor money. For love nor money. This season he's got 2. He could have arguably had more. He hit the post against Tottenham. He's been wide over a few times. Farke has done that. He'll talk about improving. He's done that. That's an improvement in his game. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's an improvement in his game. We've all watched Rodon. My God, he can't hit the ball. I used to say Strout's the best in the air. But my man, bang! What a header. What a header. What a goal. What a start. 15 minutes in, 2-0. That's what you want. The Ellen Road crowd then is baying for blood. West Ham were done. West Ham were done. West Ham could be done. I still believe they've got enough quality in their squad. Same with the likes of Forest. I mean, Forest are in trouble now. Dicey got a clean sheet in Europe against Porto, who were one of the most informed teams in bloody Europe. So, yeah, they're cool. That last spot is what we're fighting to stay away from. That last spot is what we're fighting to stay away from. Damar, American boy with a tap-in. I don't think it was a tap-in. He needs to be given props for the way that he reacted. There's 4 West Ham players there. Okafor with the header. What a ball again by Bogle. A couple of times he's done that. He did that against Wolves not too long ago where Calvert-Lewin rise like a salmon and headed it in. Okafor did it this time. Areola, not great for both goals. And then Aaronson reacted quicker than anybody else. Quicker than anybody else and found the back of the net. But still, I said, oh, yeah, but he nearly made... Come on now. Give the boy some credit. Give the boy some credit for once. Exactly. Omar said, I used to call Rodon pancake face. 50p head. 20p head. Fucking hell. Hexagon head. Octagon bloody oblong head. But now he finds the back of the net at will. I even called it. I called it. Go watch. I'll have my highlights up. I called it. Because I have faith now in him. Admittedly, West Ham are the worst defenders of set pieces, which is mad when you consider how good they were under Moyes. But maybe he should have stuck with him. Remember, don't run before you can walk. Just ask Forest fans. Just ask West Ham fans now. They won a European trophy. They were on the rise. Get him out. He's not good enough. It's not the West Ham way. What's the West Ham way now? 4 points after 9 games. Come on. Maybe that is the West Ham way. Maybe that is the West Ham way. I don't know. But remember, I say this, right? Listen, I like West Ham, I don't mind. But I say this in a way to say to fans that want this manager gone, let's not run before we can walk. We are doing great. We had a point-a-game average. We've now, again, usurped that. We now have 11 points. 11 points, which is 7 more than West Ham, which is 9 more than Wolves. Wolves play Burnley. If they lose to Burnley, it's looking spooky. There's a little part of me wants Wolves to beat Burnley because I think Burnley get pulled in. Again, Yorkshireman, I shall not calm down. I shall not calm down. You know what I find funny? Before a ball was kicked, no one had West Ham going down. No one. No one. But now, 9 games in, because Leeds United have beat them and Farke has done a good job, it's, come on, calm down, Joe. It's only West Ham. No, I shall not calm. Why should I? Because I'm telling you now, if we'd have lost tonight, I'd have been sat on here and everyone would have been going, sack him, sack him. So no, I will not calm down. Why should I not calm down? Because I back this manager, who is the right manager for this football club. We are winning games in the Premier League, 3 to be precise, probably should have won more. And we have 11 points after 9 games. We need 7 more wins in 29 games. Trust me. We are doing great. We are doing great. And the manager deserves all the plaudits. Again, you will see this week, people will try and say, well, yeah, what it is, yeah, told you, defend. No, it was all about finishing. That's all we needed to do, is find the back of the net. Find the back of the net. But again, Damar, don't. Be happy. Be happy. What I'm saying is not realistic. Tell me what I just said in the last 10 minutes that isn't realistic. Please. Please. Tell me what I've said. What isn't. I've not made any claims. I've not said we're getting Europe. I've not said we're definitely staying up. No, I haven't even made a claim to say that I have been unrealistic. It's just a way of dragging down. Fact, dragging down. Stay high. Stay high. Keep lifted. Why? Because Leeds United are staying up. I've just made the claim. But I've been making that claim. I've been making that claim. We are beating teams in and around us. Yes, we lost to Burnley, but we beat West Ham. We beat Wolves. And again, people said to me, oh, Joe, but what if he loses? How many wins is, are you going to? And then now we can't be happy. Come on. Now, of course, in the second half, people will say, oh, we stepped off. We dropped off intensity. This is the Premier League. We went into a mid-block, I would argue. We managed the game. We managed the game. You cannot play as we play for 90 minutes. You just cannot. High turnovers. You got 2-0. Sometimes it would be suicide. I think it's more cool to say, do you know what? I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna manage the game. I'm gonna take control of what's in front of me. We've seen Leeds do it in the past under this manager. Sometimes it might catch you out. Today it didn't. So I'm calm. Yes, they got a goal late on. Did they deserve it? No. Again, when we talk about XG, we talk about XG conceded against. That's not high XG chance tonight. It's not high XG chance tonight, but not by any stretch. We do not give up big chances. We don't. People are saying the defense is terrible. No, we don't give up big chances. We create them. We create them. We should have more goals than we've got. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But Leeds United are a newly promoted side that have attacked the division with flair, with vigour, with fucking fight. And we're going to stay up if we continue doing this. People are praising Sunderland, admittedly so, myself included, right? They got one more win than us. One more now. Now, of course, they might win at the weekend, but they play Chelsea. I doubt it. But if they do, fair. But they got one more win than us. Would argue we should have the same because of that Bournemouth result, because of that Fulham result. And then we'd all be chilling. That's why I didn't understand. I didn't compute this week when people were telling me, oh, his job, he's up for high jump, he's in trouble. I was like, eh? Why? What? Where? When? Didn't make sense to me. It didn't. We are attacking this. We've got to keep doing our bits. Joe Rodon smashed it tonight. Lucas Perry, great. I could go on. To be honest, I could spend all night here. But the big thing for me is 7 points on West Ham and 9 over Wolves. Massive. We are ahead of where we should be, and that's with the drop points. Vic Vinegar always bringing the noise. Always bringing the facts. I don't think there's a man that I agree with more. But that's true. Imagine this. We've got 11 points after 9 games. And we dropped a woeful point against Fulham. And we dropped a woeful point with the last kick of the game against Bournemouth. Imagine if we had them. Now, it is all if, buts and maybes. But the facts are, Leeds United scored 2. Leeds United got 3 points. Leeds United is sat in 13th. Leeds United have 11 points. Nice. What more can we say? Absolute phenomenal. Absolute phenomenal. Can't even say it. Do I care? No. Forgot to mention we are above Newcastle, says IC. Yeah, man. Southampton, 12 points last year. Southampton, 11 last season. I don't know what that means. Fuck knows. Are you saying that we've got more than them already? I don't know. And exactly, Dom, let's not forget this. Borderline injury crisis. No Nonto. 45 minutes off Okafor. Another 20 off James. Harrison having to be played. Aaronson. I dare say, doesn't matter who's back. He has to start. 3 wins in 9. Someone doing the maths, please. 3 wins in 9. What does that mean? Sharky says, Joe, listen, Nuno is doing a madness. I don't know what he's doing, if I'm honest, mate. I don't know what he's doing. Mateus Fernandez, when he came on, bossed it. Should he have started? Probably. You know? No striker again. You look in trouble. You look in trouble. So, Exactly, Umar. This is what I always say. Why? Because football is fleeting. It comes in waves. So when we're up, we're going to celebrate when we're up. When we're down, we're down. It is what it is, but we move. Exactly. Especially those having to travel back. Had a couple of super chats. Mayor says, Joe, have a coffee on me. Great win. Terrible second half, but a lovely 3 points. I don't think it was terrible, Mayor. They had about 13% more possession than us. If you compare that with the first half, we dominated them. We allowed them to have the ball. We're going to sit in. We're going to defend. Why? Because Daniel Farke has set up a defensive structure that doesn't allow big chances to be created against our goal. So we're happy to contain. And I'm all right with that. We've got a 2-0 cushion. We held out till the 93rd minute or something. It's all good. We move. Joe, been busy, my bro, so I've been watching on reruns. I don't know how some Tacticals survive being as wrong as they are. There's only one goal of LUFC contact. Let's fucking go, Farke and Brendan. Yes, my guy. Yes, my guy. Big up to the support. It's been an enjoyable week. Because I've enjoyed it this week. Being back in the groove. I've enjoyed, come on, let's go. You know, I've enjoyed batting it off because I knew we were going to win. I said we were going to win. I saw West Ham on Monday. I was like, my God, they're bad. Yes, okay, they're better on the road, but they are bad. And it proved to be the case. What a start. What a win. What a 3 points. Daniel Farke is the best guy for the job right now. 100% Lord Rodney Trotter. But they all are. You know, I have people in my comments saying this creator said that, this creator said that, all different to my opinion, and that's fine. But those creators and this creator, they were all fucking wrong. So it is what it is. Enjoy it. Stick with your boy. You know, they want them, you know, there's people out there that want the guy that can speak eloquently in French. Nice one. My man can't speak eloquently. Sometimes speaks in a weird pitch voice, but he can speak German. Daniel Farke. You know what I mean? Happy days, man. Brendan's best game in a Leeds shirt, they're saying online. What are we saying? What they're saying? Stay high tonight, TC Lee. Enjoy it. We could be lifting. And there, another stat broken. Daniel Farke becomes the first Leeds manager to defeat Nuno Espirito Santo in 5 attempts. There you go. He was our kryptonite, not when the Farke, Daniel Farke penitentiary. Let me see it. Where are you, bro? I need to see it on Twitter. The Daniel Farke penitentiary. Big up to my man, Toby Z. Have a takeaway on me this weekend, Joe. Farke all the way. Big up to you, man. Those that doubt him, let them doubt. We know we are right on the right side of history, just like we were with Marcelo. This guy is second to him in the last couple of decades, and he is doing the best job possible with the squad of players that we have. Genuinely, it is. And I'm happy. I don't know what more else to say, really. Goals for Rodon and Aaronson, assists for Longstaff and Okafor. Top performances from Biol, Ampadu, Rodon, Bogle, Tanaka. Just brilliant. But this one, for me, goes to the man who takes more... two bodies that take more criticism than anybody, that's so undeserved. And, yeah, needless, so undeserved, and just wrong. And them too. And for those that doubt them, you can take them too. Brendan Aaronson, Daniel Farke. That one's for you, my guys. Big up to you all. Thanks as always for watching the Just Joe Football Show. 3 points in the bag. Enjoy your weekend. I know I will. Hopefully results go our way. We stay where we are in the league and we move. Hey, I'm going to go now. I'm going to chill out. Take me ages to come down from this. But hey, it's what we love football for, right? Love it. It's another one, champion sound. Yeah, still, we're about to get down. We're the hottest in the world right now. Just touched down in London town. Yeah. More seats. We just sold out all the floor seats. You slide. Do you know what? You did make me laugh the other day when you said, long time watcher, new time commenter. Farke. I was like, shut up, man. You comment all the time. Anyway, give the flowers to the big man in charge, Daniel Farke. And I will see you probably tomorrow for the final word. Peace out. Leeds, Leeds, Leeds.